Hey.
Okay.
Dago shit. Dago shit. Dago shit.
Flipping that. Flipping.
Ooh, what? What was that?
I'm give it a dabbling, give it a dabbling, give it a dab.
What?
Give it a dab.
I'm dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I send it.
What?
I'm dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I send it.
Hey.
I'm dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I send it.
Man, this is like blacklisted shit all over again.
I'm
06.
flipping that bitch and I send it. I'm dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I send it.
No, give it a kick.
I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I send it.
This is house function shit. You know what I mean? Dago house functions.
Dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I send her.
Hey.
Met that stupid hoe all up on Tinder.
Hey.
Give a fuck about your Twitter. Hey, she talk that shit.
I was about to say that too.
What?
That hoe did bust out on her sister.
You said it when you was freestyling.
Now she sucking till I know she ain't no pussy.
Yeah.
She's up that nut. The ad-libs and shit.
All right. Everybody warmed up now? Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling good?
Yeah.
All right.
Savage.
All right. Hey.
English, please.
Give it a dabbling, give it a dab again.
What did you say, Easy?
I'm dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I
It's
send
Cinder.
it. But I'm dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that
Shout
bitch
out
and I
to
send it.
Rob Stone,
I'm dipping, I'm dabbing, I'm flipping that bitch and I send
Malik
it.
Burgers, and who else on that
beat
track?
was hella knocking though.
Yeah.
Hold on. And Tomed Cruz or Tomed Cruz. I'm a old young nigga, so it's hard for me to keep it with y'all young niggas' names. But Rob Stone, that shit knocks. I don't know about it being a radio hit, but the streets out here, I'm pretty sure Dago will be fucking with it.
Hell yeah. Play
But
that.
yeah, for welcome back everybody. This is episode 56.
56.
With a place where nothing is safe.
Nothing.
It's a safe house session.
We old as fuck. This nigga.
And this show is called The Jig Is Up. We call it The Jig Is Up, The Jig Is Up podcast. And you know me, I'm your host. Yo, it's Marco, and I'm with.
It's your guy, I'm Easy.
It's your girl, Miss Nessa, aka Blasian Mommy.
It's your boy Kmart, a.k.a. May the 4th be with you.
Hey.
May the 4th
May
be
the
with
4th
you.
be
Exactly. To all my
this
Star Wars
nigga.
geeks out there. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I got to represent, man.
And all that good Sith.
Oh, yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
to the dog.
But, yeah, man, fuck it. Let's get hit it head on, man. Let's address the elephant in the room that's been going on in our city. Unfortunately, some things happened. Some events transpired out there in the UTC La Jolla area. I believe it was 8 people who've been shot, 7 wounded, 1 didn't make it, unfortunately. R.I.P. to Monique Clark,
Definitely.
the cousin of Ronald Clark, who is a very talented poet and screenwriter, aspiring screenwriter out here in San Diego. So
yes.
I just want to send my condolences on behalf of the crew, behalf of the Jigs Up crew. I'm going to send our condolences out to you and yours, and hopefully that you guys could remain strong as you guys will, and vigilant throughout this trying times.
Yeah.
So sad.
But yeah, man, what were your guys' impression when you first heard the news?
Man, it's just tough, and it's just back in our own backyard, and it's unfortunate that, you know, the person who actually did it is just go out there, just do that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of, of course, a lot of reports, about you got more detail on that, but
Yeah,
it's just tragedy. It's just in our backyard.
Just from my impression, just from right off the bat, I thought it was a hate crime.
Yeah.
You same here.
I thought it was a hate crime right off the bat. White dude with a gun, he shoots black and brown. One Latino guy got hit, and the rest were black.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fucked up. And then I watched Chief of Police Miss Zimmerman. I forgot her first name, but she was saying this is a random act of violence. We don't know if it's if it was just a dude who just wanted to just clap people
Fuck
and all that
bitch.
shit. And it's like, it's so funny. Even as guilty as that white man is,
Right.
white people will still find
Right.
a way
to
to
like,
defend it and say, no, it wasn't. You guys have to look at it. And for me, like I said, I practice what I preach. I try to reevaluate the situation before I react.
Right.
Could there was a slim chance that it could have been just a random act of violence. But as I went further along with my research and some of the stuff that I found out on via social media and other witnesses and maybe some hearsay, that there was this one white woman who was trying to attend to Monique. When she was shot in the neck, she was about to attend to Monique, and the dude looked at her because I forgot an Asian lady heard him deliberately say, either you could stay here, either you could leave, or you could stay here and die.
Damn.
With the rest of them.
Wow.
But that's not a hate crime.
So,
That's not a hate crime.
but that's not a hate crime. I mean, in the court of law, those white folks have every right to say that there's no proof. That's it. I mean, because witnesses hasn't been rounded up.
Right.
But it was reported
yeah,
that
but
he
it
was
was
telling the whites to leave before he started shooting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the crazy thing about it, they said, you know, it's kind of like that whole Cleveland killer. The dude snapped because of his girl left him.
Yeah.
And fella, and I'm gonna give something a little personal about myself. Nigga, I got done dirty. You know what I'm saying? I got done dirty, man. But you don't see me going around fucking trying to kill people. I just, hey, man, I took it in the chin like every other man in the face of this earth.
Yep.
And you get up, get better yourself, and move on. That's all you can do when it comes to shit like that. I'm not bankrupt. I mean, none of that shit. But, dude, you're still alive and breathing, and you're still white in America. So why would you want to go around?
That's real.
So you still have a chance.
And kill. And you still have a fighting chance, even at 49. You know what I mean? I mean, and I'm not saying it like on a racial shit, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like, people will say, well, I'm poor and all this, and there's, you know, white privilege doesn't exist. I'm like, dude, think of it like a video game. Me being a black man, maybe like a fair-skinned black man, maybe my difficulties are set on normal. Maybe a person with darker skin is setting on hard. Nigga, you on easy.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Your difficulty level is on easy. I remember the comedian, I don't know if you guys remember Gregory or Jeffrey. I forgot. Jeffrey. His name is Jeffrey. And he did the 7-Up Yours commercial endorsements. I don't remember him. But he did a video on Instagram. He saw this white kid in the corner in New York.
He was just on the TK Kirkland.
Yeah.
Podcast.
He's on. Shout out to TK Kirkland. And he was, you know, the dude had a sign talking about his life is tough and all this stuff. And Jeffrey was like, dude, you're white. You ain't even got to do much. All you had to do is take a shower and show up.
Right.
And
That's it.
get a haircut.
That's it.
Take a shower
That's
and
it.
show up.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, and like, you can't be that mad. What, you mad because you saw, you know, back to the subject, you mad because you saw black people having a good time, enjoying themselves in a very affluent part of San Diego, and you couldn't stand it? You know what I mean? That shit is your problem. It's not theirs. They were just having fun. They were celebrating someone's 50th birthday. Do you know how hard it is for a nigga to make it to 50 these days?
Yeah.
And you try to take that away from him. They even offered to do food and drinks and shit. They were being hospitable and all that shit. Right before he decided to clap him. And the dude didn't have just any old type of gun. This motherfucker had a caliber, homie. This nigga had like a fucking one of those 7.6 shooter calibers, and the motherfuckers are no joke. I'm not an expert on guns, but when I say they got a caliber on them, you stay the fuck back away from them.
He came to do damage, like.
And the only thing I would give the San Diego PD credit for was taking that motherfucker out.
Yes.
The only thing I'll give him credit for was taking his ass out. Because if they had let him live and detained him, God knows what would have happened.
Oh, God.
God knows what would have happened. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
They knew better.
But at the same time, like, maybe I'm a little cynical about this, but I feel like he got off too easy.
He did.
He got off too easy. He tried to shoot it out. Boom, boom, boom. Bullets. He's dead. He wanted to die. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, like, that was just way too easy. Like, part of me, a little cynical about like, man, I wanted that motherfucker to suffer for a little bit, but
What, you want to torture or something like that, or just like, I mean, they shot him. He's
man,
dead.
fuck him. He had no regard for human life, so fuck
Nope.
him
Yeah.
and his life, homie.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So-
yeah, definitely, but
You know, that's how I feel about the situation. But yeah, damn. Sorry guys. That's how
Real
it,
indiscreet.
that's how it goes
Hey,
down. We mean
this is a safe house, folks. You gonna hear some skeets in the streets and some howling.
yeah,
Stupid.
You gonna hear everything.
it's real raw out here.
Yeah, in these streets, it's a cold game. It's okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's a terrible situation. I hope everyone's pulling it together. And I know it like San Diego's small, especially Black San Diego's small. So someone had there's a 6 degrees of separation that someone had a connection with Monique one way or another.
Mhm.
Like my girlfriend's good friend was an ex-boyfriend of Monique's.
Mm.
Nick Cannon was a good friend of Monique's.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm connected to Monique through Ronald Clark,
Mm-hmm.
former classmate who went to Morris High School.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny when something affects black people in San Diego, it's always some short,
Yeah.
like,
It's
the community is
there's
very
there's a
small
connection.
out here.
It's a connection either way.
Like-
Wherever it goes, it doesn't matter who.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be some type of way to be connection to everybody.
Yeah.
That's how small San Diego is.
But yeah, to me, I think it's a hate crime. So fuck the media trying to spin it and say that it isn't. I'm gonna call a spade, and I wish these motherfuckers could just admit it to like, hey, this was a hate crime, and we don't condone that shit. But you know, that's where you have to really start paying attention to who are your local politicians out here, and that's why I feel it's more important. You know, we could talk about the whole federal level shit, what Trump is doing with the whole repealing the Obamacare, but that's for another conversation. But on a local level, when you look at your mayors, you look at your councilmen, you gotta take a keen eye to that shit because you need people who could represent you and make and be a voice for you when you go out there and vote.
Mhm.
Because trust me, like I wish I would have had my chief of police not trying to please people and say, oh, you know, we don't have all the facts. Like shit. This shit could be possibly, let's just say the possibility of being a hate crime instead of trying to dismiss it within 24 hours.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right. Man, and also too, I like what you mentioned on the snap about be aware of your surroundings.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That was.
I was
at the
I
gym
said
this
snap.
morning
I was like,
checking.
yeah, we
Yeah,
were checking. Me and her checking out. I'm
Yo,
like,
yeah,
damn, I never.
Like,
thought
I don't know
about
if you
that
guys
shit.
follow me on Snapchat. For some of our listeners, I had a rant on Snapchat because shit like this had me on edge, and I'm thinking like, okay, if I was a mass murderer, and I'm not trying to give niggas ideas.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: I'm not
Oh,
giving niggas
shit.
ideas.
That was the only thing I was like, ooh.
Stop getting them cheat codes.
I like how you put that disclaimer out. Them niggas go get their notebooks.
Yeah, we getting pen and
But
paper.
think
out.
about it. Okay, my idea was, okay, what if somebody wants to shoot up a fucking gym? Do many people know where the emergency exits are?
Mhm.
And if that, would you even hear the gunshots coming because you're in your headphones
Yeah, everybody
and
got
you're
headphones
focused
on.
on your gains or losing your weight or playing basketball at the court or you're swimming laps at the pool
Or
or
you
you're
in
in
the
the
sauna.
sauna sweating it out. Like you're
Good
in the
for
middle
me.
in the shower, you washing your balls and your ass crack, or you in the fucking, or you just talking, or you trying to flirt. I'm just saying.
Come on, laughing, Mark.
I'm
You
just
can laugh.
saying.
No, that's fucked up because my imagination's fucked up. You talking about some you in the shower and fucking a couple bullets tag your ass. I'm like, I don't know if that was the hot water or something hit me for real.
This some bit me? Shit.
Oh
That's
my
the same
God.
bug that bit Forrest? Oh, shit.
You stupid.
Something
But
bit
so-
me.
It's a
But-
snake
but-
in my
but-
boots.
But the thing is, I know I'm not really, okay, this is a comedy podcast, so we're trying to find positive light in tragedy, guys. So lighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say, like, yo, this is some serious shit. Like,
Mhm.
even in the movies, the whole, the Dark Knight Rises shooting in Aurora, Colorado had you thinking like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And that's why even before you watch a movie, they'll tell you the 2 exits in the front, 2 exits in the back, and it was like, oh, be aware of suspicious activity. And before you watch the movie, something might be oozing around here.
Oh
and all
God!
that shit.
all the-
But they're taking precaution because
that's
shit
true,
like
though.
that happened. And I think
You
the
see something
same measurement,
suspicious.
the same they do the same measurements at train stations, airplanes, and I'm saying maybe gyms should take that next level because people are just really trying to work out, and then you might have some sad ass nigga who probably try to holler at some nice chick in some yoga pants, and she didn't want to be with him. The nigga want to shoot up everybody.
Hell. Dude, but it's funny because when you said that, like, I was looking at the exits at Crunch, and I'm like, fuck, because there's like literally like 2 exits, and I was like, and I be in the room, like, that's how I end my session. I'm in the room, I stretch, I do my little snap trapping and shit, you know, and I'm like, yo, I would be fucked, homie. Like, there's no exits but just that door.
Yeah, exactly.
To go back into the gym where the shooting's probably taking place.
That's funny because I went
be
to
screwed.
the same thing when I went at work and stuff like that. I was like, damn, there's only one entrance in there, like, and other entrances, Brian's and stuff. I'm like, the only thing I can think of, well, you guys don't know, is and you know, Marco, is the back patio in the back.
Oh yeah,
that being with at least the alleyway behind the thing. I'm like, shit, that's like one thing I was thinking about. That I was like, ooh man, if I had to run in, like, I can cross out and back out.
I usually work out at college, so there's that big entrance right there in college. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you first see people, you see trainers right there with the little training area. Yeah. Then you see like a little cable and crunch benches over there, and the pull-up bars over there too. You can cap them niggas, but the easiest targets would be the motherfuckers doing cardio, because all them cardio machines are right there, and the best place for them to go is through the locker room by the swimming pool, and that's in the emergency exit over there. Now, if people were lifting weights, let's say the cable weights in the machines next to the TRX rolls, they only got one shot at getting that emergency exit in this one obscure corner of the gym. And then I think
Is there an exit in the basketball in the court?
Yeah, there's a exit in the basketball court, and there's an exit near the. I haven't checked out the group workouts workout rooms, but maybe there's an exit. I don't think there is.
I don't think so.
So it's like you only have like 3 or 4 exits in college, and those fucking exits may seem like 10 miles. You gotta crawl, probably play dead, and all that shit.
Somebody
and then
played
you might
dead at the thing. They played dead because they didn't want to.
I know what it was. Me and my brother talked about it. Yeah, she was.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Someone had to play dead.
Yeah, we know this person too as well. She witnessed everything. She had to play dead, so act like she dead, so actually survive. Wow, she saw everybody getting shot.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Like, and then I'm hearing people on Facebook saying like, "Damn, I was about to go to that party."
Yeah. A lot of people.
I know one person in particular who's gonna go, and very close friend for their families. I'm like,
yeah, because how I heard of it actually when it happened, I was like, I don't really be on social media like that. I post a lot, but I don't really be on. And I just so happened to be on checking my notifications, and I was scrolling through, and I don't know if did any of you guys watch the actual, like, the interview when they were interviewing people at the thing?
I said fuck those interviews. I watched the fucking like recorded live streams that some of the people did, and there was one real fucked up one when the police asked one of the victims, were you playing NWA at the party?
And
what?
Yes, he asked the dude, like, were you playing NWA at the party?
And we're like, no.
And what the fuck?
And who the fuck play NWA at a fucking pool party? Like,
what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Fuck the police.
So fucking what? It's the freedom of expression, freedom of speech. And why would niggas want to play some old ass gangster rap music when they're at a party trying to have fun?
But even if they did, and
these fucking cops, yo, and
somebody
that's
didn't
what I'm
watch
saying.
Straight Outta Compton. Apparently.
No, so anyway, so when I had seen it,
anyway,
when I had seen it, I just saw, well, he's not really like my boy, cause I know him, but I don't. It's not like you guys, like how we are, right? Yeah. So anyway,
acquaintance.
He had posted. He said, he put something like, I'm in La Jolla right now, and I'm at a party, and it just got shot up. And, you know, so everybody's commenting on it like, what? And he's like, I'm okay or whatever. He said and he had mentioned that he had saved like one of the guys or whatever. So I'm just like, so I see it and I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, is this real? Like, what the fuck's going on? And then, so I'm talking about it with other people like the next day or whatnot. I feel like I'm kind of like echoing. Is that, no? Okay. Well, anyways, he was saying that's his boy and that he was supposed to go to the party like that. They're like this. And that he was supposed to go, but they didn't end up going. And that it was a guy that it was his house, the one that got shot up, the one that was celebrating his birthday. And I know he got shot twice, right, in his torso.
He got shot twice, like in the stomach, his torso, and when his bones got shattered from the bullets.
It's like how, like that's your fucking birthday, and you had to go through like that shit's like fucked up. No, but and then so anyway, so same dude, he's getting interviewed by the reporter or whatever, and they're like, so did you see what the guy looked like and blah blah blah, and he was just like he was white. And then he was like, well, like, was he kind of dark skinned? Did he have dark hair? He's like, he looked like you. Like, like, what the fuck?
It's like they can't believe it. Exactly. They're really trying to, like, paint a picture like this it can't be one of us.
No, it's not possible way.
And what's another thing, too, they said, a witness said that a white security guard of the apartments, the Crossroad Apartments, the condominiums, luxury condominiums out there in La Jolla, he told the dude to put the gun down, and he didn't shoot the white security guard. Go figure.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, come on, man. Like, this is some bullshit. It's a fucking hate crime. And God forbid if it was either one of us or a Mexican guy or a Muslim guy doing this shit. Because Donald Trump will be all over this. If it was a Mexican guy, he was talking about, like, fucking immigration reform. This is why we need to build a wall and all this bullshit. And if it would happen to be a Muslim person doing this, oh shit, we need a fucking see, that's why my ban was in effect. This is why I was banning Muslims from this country. But no, it was one of his people, and he don't want to say shit about it. Neither does the motherfucking NRA either, too, because the motherfuckers didn't say a motherfucking thing about it either. So both of these motherfuckers can eat a dick and die. Fuck both of them.
What more can I say?
It's fucking crazy, man. This world's crazy.
Yeah, but it's very unfortunate too as well.
Yeah, I was just talking about it with my girl, cause it's like how you said, oh boy got off or whatever. I'm like, if I was in a certain situation to off him. After the fact, I probably would do it off him, because I'm sick of this shit. It's irritating.
That's the only strife San Diego PD, and knowing them, they probably paying them to kill him. You know what I'm saying? It's like that dog that they had to put down.
Well, San Diego kind of don't play too. Just like the guy who got shot in downtown, like he had a gun. He came all the way from freaking Virginia or some shit, and then he's going down there. He's about to shoot somebody.
And then there was a shooting at Jolton Joe's. I don't know too much about it. There was another shooting.
Except from you.
I heard there was a shooting at Jolton Joe's. My girlfriend told me about it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here,
Jolton
dude.
Joe's.
Like, the summer's about to come. It's around the corner. Memorial Day's around the corner. And this was going to be like in the summer? Like, niggas really want to go ahead and shoot people? It's like, man, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? Like, do I have to, like, start a course on how to deal with breakups for niggas to stop going around killing innocent people? Nigga, hey, if anyone who's going through a breakup in this podcast, who listens to this podcast going through a breakup, man, hit me up personally, man. Let me guide you guys the right way how to handle a fucking breakup.
That's real.
Jesus, man. Like, the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man? And I'm not just talking about black folks. I'm talking about everybody.
Anybody.
It's real shit because it's like I would never wish death on anybody, but they gonna kill anybody. Why can't it be the bitch that got them upset? Why are you killing innocent people? Like, that shit.
Because I think for them, they want to make the woman suffer, and they want to say, this is on you.
But they're not taking care. They're not taking. They're not holding themselves accountable. Like, that's stupid.
Well, they just off themselves.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Why don't you just off yourself? Or how about you take it on the chin like a fucking man? Exactly. You better yourself. You fuck a whole bunch of other chicks, and you move on with your fucking life. How about that?
See, it's different. It's different with females. Like for the most part, what my boy called it, the breakup diet. When we get broken up with, instead of, we'll be in our feelings for a bit, but for the most part, we'll just go to the gym. We get what he calls, the breakup diet, and then other people call it the revenge body. And then we get ourselves right, and then we go.
Trust me,
other dudes. Like
I remember. I've been through that stage, getting that revenge body. I've been through the stage of getting the revenge body. And
running miles and shit.
This nigga had transfer fucking formation. That nigga went Super Saiyan and shit.
And it was funny because and not only that, I seen girls getting the revenge body. I saw a bitch on a fucking on a treadmill on a I guess on a 10 incline doing lunges.
Son.
She was getting the revenge body.
That's what's up.
I'm like, fuck. Okay.
I like you saying that. I seen a bitch the other day.
Yeah, that's why I laughed.
You know what I mean? Like shit, man. But in essence, it feels good to back to record though. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Yes.
It feels good back to record.
It's been almost 3 weeks for me.
Fuck, really?
I'm sad.
Oh, and I know we have a small audience, but we did reach our goal from last week. We hit over 1K downloads, so thank you for everybody out there.
1,000? 1,000?
Like 1158 to be exact, but you know what I mean. Thank. we working on up there, and shout out to our Japan audience, man. You guys,
I'm gonna go visit you guys.
You guys are fucking growing, man. Like you guys are our number 2 market outside. Our number 2 market outside of the U.S. So
thank you so much.
Shout out to Japan on that. So
yes,
and then also I checked the stats too. Someone is have listened to the podcast on Apple TV.
Okay.
Apple
TV? We need if you got a Roku, Apple TV, or something like that, you could catch us on there as well.
Roku.
But yeah, man, let's anything else on the subject? I'm just gonna want to move on.
Yeah, I'm just I haven't had a lot to say about it because I'm just pissed off about the whole thing. So.
Yeah, same here, man.
I guess what Lan was saying was because you know how that was the same day they had the little basketball thing, and it was supposed to be like a unity thing.
The little basketball thing, yes.
The All-Star. You went there.
Thing.
Yeah, talk about it. You went there, right?
I did.
Okay, how was it?
Was it really All-Stars?
It was interesting. I'm not gonna front. I didn't know nobody. Like I didn't know anybody but Lorraine, and I don't even know her like that. I just know of her.
We know of her too.
But yeah,
but she looks nice,
I know. I knew a few people, producers and stuff. Like it was just people in the industry. It was an industry basketball game, of San Diego. So I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah,
in a sense.
People coming together. I'm pretty sure there'll be a year after that, and it's just gonna grow. So
that's what Lan was. Sorry, really quick. So that's what Lan was saying. Like leaving like an event that was like about unity, and then to hear about what just happened in our own backyard, like that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
very fucked up indeed.
But I think it was pretty. It was pretty cool. I feel like it should have been a little bit more put together, but then again, it was the first one. There's pros and cons to it, and I think if they I'm assuming they're gonna continue doing this. So
I haven't heard anything too bad about it. Why they did that? They wouldn't. Yeah.
So I mean, I just think it just should be better prepared. But it was cool. I mean, I just like I said when I was texting you guys about the what do you call it? The performances, like.
The basketball, being a basketball analyst. Come on, analyst. What you got to say about the performances?
I just thought it was just funny sometimes, like the little timeouts and shit, and then they had like a whole performance, and I'm like, timeouts are only supposed to last.
They gotta have a song. This ain't 2K, baby.
Right.
Like, am I watching the SD All Stars or a Harlem Globetrotters game? Nigga, like, what's going on?
What they was giving? 10 full.
It's
full
like
timeouts
timeout.
and shit each.
I know it'd be like timeout, home team.
Half.
Oh yeah.
Oh baby.
This is our time now.
Niggas had to catch their breath. That's what part it was. Niggas probably had to catch their breath.
Yeah.
Everybody out
but
of
it
shape.
seemed cool. It seemed cool. I wonder how they go about choosing who played. Like, I mean, because I just want to know the process behind it. Like
you were baffled.
Like I said, Mark should have been over there like holding it down for the pod.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Like that would have been dope. That would have been
fun.
dope. No,
Yeah.
not the dancers playing.
I'm joking.
Like that would be dope. Like how can we get the squad on there?
Let's talk.
No, my ass
We're live at a local
no, my ass ain't no basketball player.
Right. I come running up. Yeah, it's your boy Meezy.
Live from the.
And it's like you guys did a whole pod, and how does it feel? Feel good, you know what I mean. We had a great location, big standout. I think Marco did great on the intro. And stuff,
On the intro.
And Nessa,
Execution.
she executed well in the topic, the swimsuit topic. You know what I'm saying? So,
But ultimately,
and immediately the one-liners, magical.
But ultimately, it was. I thought it was pretty dope. Like to do something like that. I just think we should do more. Unity stuff, especially with the industry, because how you like, especially Marco said it time and time again, the crabs in the bucket mentality, like, so
got to get out of that mentality out here in San Diego. Definitely.
Yep.
Crabs in the bucket.
There you go.
Oh,
hell
shit.
no, this motherfucker.
This
right
nigga
here.
out here. Well, anyway, I wanna also touch bases on another San Diego All-Star by the name of Adam Jones.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Recently, he had some racial epithets uttered to him when he was out there in Fenway Park, out there in Boston. And he basically had enough of this shit. So he was like, I'm tired, of these like racial slurs and stuff like that. If like he said, if you guys want to say I suck and all this, like, yeah, that's cool, but come on, man, like, chill with the whole racism. So now you got people trying to defend Boston. It's like, oh, Boston is not a racist sports town. And like there have been stories of like plenty of times that people said that Boston has been like one of the most racist fucking sports cities out there. But yet people are still trying to defend racism, just like these fucking cops out here in San Diego trying to say, oh, it's not a hate crime. It's like, call a spade a spade. Boston historically is one of the most racist fucking cities north of the fucking what's that? The Mason-Dixon
Mason-Dixon.
The Mason-Dixon,
Yeah.
One of those shit. I'm a West Coast nigga, sorry. Yeah. North of the Mason-Dixon. Yeah. But anyway, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Boston originated the Jim Crow. One of the original, like, cities to really fuck with the Jim Crow laws out there. And you're going to sit here and tell me, like, oh, no, but, I mean, people say, well, we had a past. Like, yeah, every city has a past. Evidently, San Diego's racist, too.
How do you feel about the round of applause for?
Yeah, I mean,
I say that was fake shit, man. I wish I would have played that Drake song.
Man.
That
was wrong thing. I mean, because
I'm not gonna sit here and say everybody in Boston.
It's racist.
It's kind of sad because,
but the reputation of it. And look at one of the biggest sports fans of Boston, Mark Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker has some hate crimes in his rep. Mm-hmm. Fucking, beating up on black folks and beating up on Asian people.
Yeah, because he made me believe.
Marky Mark.
Let's put it this way. He made me a believer. You see The Departed. I'm like, this nigga his acting is real good on this part.
Nah, because the nigga serious. Because the nigga already did
Boston. Because he's on the Boston. And he talking about
because the nigga did his research on the role already. You know what I mean?
I'm like, hey man, you doing a good job on this
maybe
part.
Mark Wahlberg had changed his ways, but let's call a spade a spade. I mean,
yeah, but
it's documented in history. You can look up his shit. He has hate crimes on his rep. So
damn.
Yeah. I mean, they messing with the wrong dude too, man. Because I mean, it sucks because I mean,
come on, man.
The players, players don't. They get names and stuff like that. People don't see that. They just brush it off. Adam just no filter, man. He's always been like that. I mean, it sucks too because even like CC Sabathia, like he got like racist coming from Boston. I mean, he played in New York. I mean, go figure. They don't like the Yankees and shit, but he also had like some racist stuff too. It's just that a lot of people not really saying anything about it. And Kirk Schilling, man, dude,
fuck Kirk Schilling.
Fuck Kirk Schilling, dude. Come on, man, stop it. Talking about he's saying he's lying and shit like that. He think Adam is making it up and stuff like that. I'm like, dog, you don't understand, man. You do not understand at all. And I applaud Adam for doing that, man, because I mean, people. people need to notice that, man. Shit, it's not just about
Stay
with just pretty much. It's not about just a basically baseball and everything. It's about America. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. True. Yeah. So people need to realize that it still exists and everything. So that's my 2 cents.
If you ain't realize the shit now,
I know.
You've been living under a rock.
Living under a fucking boulder.
You've been a hermit for all your life.
Take the picture. Look, if you ain't figured this shit out now, this is what I want you to do. Go down your hallway in your house or whatever fuck. Run real hard into the fucking wall. Give yourself some running room and just go real fast, as fast as you can. Until you hit that fucking wall.
All I could think about was Walter, but like
maybe the impact will just open your eyes or some shit. I don't know.
Open his eye, he be knocked the fuck out.
When you wake up, maybe the wall, him and the wall, or her and the wall will be an epiphany or something.
Right?
I woke up with an epiphany.
Yeah.
There's racism out here.
Yeah, too. Also, too. Oh, yeah, I forgot, too. Like,
they come to Kim. Kim, did you know that there's racism going on?
Right. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, too, as well. I mean, like, because Barry Bond is like, he refused to play there and stuff like that.
Niggas don't fuck with Fenway.
He said it's too racist for me. Real shit.
Damn.
That's real shit.
And then Bill Russell gave y'all niggas 11 fucking rings in there, and y'all still treat him like shit. Yep. I don't give a fuck what you motherfuckers say. Well, in the 19th, around that time, racism was still fashionable. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fine. Like, it's so it cracked.
Doc Rivers gave y'all a raise.
It frustrates me so much how white folks could find a way to flip the script, make a spin.
What's up? Yeah.
Paul Pierce got stabbed up, but that was on some Benzino shit.
Yeah.
But like it
I see booty.
It don't matter. Booty. It was Boston.
But it infuriates me how like white folks in most cases will try to like spin it and not say it's racism. Me, I'm not trying to pull the racism card on every fucking thing that comes out to it, but when it's like fucking blatant in your face, you motherfuckers always find a way to say, like, nigga, what? The nigga gotta have a noose or burning cross and a fucking Klansman suit for it to say that? Like, there's so many different forms of it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'm off that shit.
Yep.
Talk about a little bit.
He's getting mad over there.
Yeah.
Don't anger him. I don't like it when Marco's angry.
No, it's just,
I know. I'm joking. It's jokes aside.
Yeah, I know it's a joke. I know. What was another thing we want to talk about?
Super vegan.
They don't want to fuck with Aqualad.
They want to fuck with super vegan over here too.
Anyway,
Aqualad is a super vegan.
No, he's a pescatarian. This nigga eat fish. He sells his own people out just like Aquaman did. That's fucked up, Aquaman. How? I mean, I know your human homies are fucking starving out there. So you gonna tell all your fish like Shaq, hey. Hey. I'm Aquaman. Can you guys do me a favor? Can you help these people out? Yeah, sure, Aquaman. Can you? Yeah, what can we do? Just come into this fish net right here.
Come into this fish net.
Yeah, and then I'll take you guys out in the air. Wait a minute. Is he gonna get us killed? No. You guys gonna live.
Trust me. Trust me.
Next thing you know, all the fucking villagers are eating the fish alive and shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good old Aquaman.
But anyway, have you guys seen Dear White People on Netflix? It's fucking awesome.
It just came out.
It
just started on Netflix. Yeah, it did.
Poison Ivy is vegan.
I finished. No, Poison Ivy would hate me.
She's like, you're on a plant-based diet?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Her and Swamp Thing would hate me.
Swamp Thing. Oh.
I'll tell Swamp Thing to shut the fuck up and have a cauliflower sandwich.
You're so stupid.
Hey, Pamela, you want some
cauliflower fajitas?
You want some cauliflower wings?
Yeah, some cauliflower wings. Yeah.
Shit's fire, so. Fuck with y'all.
Grilled cauliflower sandwich.
But back on the subject, Dear White People. Awesome Netflix series. If you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. since the crew hasn't watched it, I'm probably the only one who watched it.
We'll just start it, goddammit. Shit. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I know. I just got hooked on it when I saw it. I was like, oh shit.
Did you binge watch it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I binge watched that shit. That shit's
Oh,
awesome.
so you
really
finished
good.
it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
finished.
It's been a
And
busy
they
week for
kept
me.
kept
man.
some of the original cast members from the movie on the show.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see some familiar faces, some like recasted people on there. But it will question like for me it was like, what do you define blackness in Dear White People? I was white because you saw different forms of black people. You saw the super woke people. You saw the social media social justice warriors. You got the black people who assimilate to white culture. You got people who are counterculture. You have all these versions of how to that encompasses black culture in the advancements of our people. So I was just thinking like, damn, like this is a very complex show. I mean, if you guys seen the movie, there's some things sticks to the movie. Like Sam being a biracial, light-skinned black girl, who probably doubled down on her blackness because of her light skin. And that's funny that you mentioned that, because most leaders and most outspoken black people, when it comes to shit like that, happen to be light-skinned folks.
Yes,
like it cracks me up.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who try to assimilate to white culture happen to be the dark-skinned people. And it brings that the dichotomy of like, okay, do I go against the grain or do I go with the grain? And it's a very, very great and complex characters are very complex. The character development is A1. The acting is great. And yeah, like I said, I would recommend it if you guys want to learn a little bit about black culture. But the backlash, or should I say white lash?
Wow.
Yeah, that most people
2 points.
canceled their subscription on Netflix because they felt that it was offensive. Like white folks, like this is so racist, and it's so funny. Like people wouldn't even give it a chance to. No, people wouldn't give it a chance to listen to the message behind it. You know what I mean? The title alone got you so pissed off. You couldn't even like want to listen to the message behind it. Like, okay, maybe some shit may be fucked up. Maybe some guy has a show called Hey Niggers. Okay, maybe this white man has a point. Let me see what he's got to say first before I go off the fucking handle.
Well,
He's like, fuck this show.
Right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you said hey niggas, but I mean,
I'm just saying.
Okay, so imagine like we
No
have
stars.
Dear White People.
Yeah.
Theirs would probably be Yo My Nigga or something.
Yo,
like that.
my nigga.
Yo My Nigga. Would you watch that show?
Starring Tom Hanks.
What the fuck?
Why are we picking on Tom Hanks?
Aw.
Tom Hanks is a Raider fan,
Tom
man.
Hanks.
With a guest starring Justin Bieber.
Well said. Sorry.
Stupid.
My son.
Yeah, but no, I want to check that out though.
Yeah, it's an awesome show. I would
You in the
definitely-
movies, man. You in the TV shows. I swear, Marco is like the king of the B movies. I'm dead serious.
Do you say the
Dear
B
White.
movies?
No, I'm not
Dear
saying.
White
I'm
People
just
is
saying.
in the
No,
B-
aside from the Dear White People.
Dude, I haven't watched any B-rated black movies.
But
in a
I remember
while.
because I remember
I was
Marcus,
all about that
he's
shit on
always about
Netflix.
the but he'll watch a movie with like Ja Rule and Steven Seagal and some shit like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
glad
that
that
shit's
you
tight.
mentioned Ja Rule.
Yeah, you like the segue, huh?
Yeah, like the segue.
Oh my god.
Man, we gotta talk about it. Ja Rule.
Murder.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, them damn sandwiches was murder.
Well, hold on. Ja Rule the scammer.
Oh no.
It's scammer.
Ja Rule the scammer, homie.
Scammers.
Stupid.
Where would I be without shoes?
What?
What up, I be without my scammers?
Yeah.
Let that alone, Mike.
Scammers.
Break me.
You going on the tropical island?
And it-
You on a private cabana, but with 5-star digits, and your heart's gonna cry. Blink 82, the Migos, everybody's gonna be there. Holla.
And they all canceled.
My sister
You gonna have your
used
dreams
to
and
love Ja Rule.
And going with
She
wishes. You gonna get there and get
him.
a sandwich.
And my mom used to always be like, "What is?" Because my mom's Filipino as fuck,
Yeah.
and she used to be like, "What is wrong with him? Why is his voice like that?" Like she would like try to mock him. She would try to mock him. And my sister would get mad. My sister was so mad.
They already then. I mean, they
Okay,
are all on Ja
Hey,
Rule.
Meezy, I gotta do it. You gotta raise it up.
Oh, come on.
You gotta do it just
This
for
is
the culture.
Rosenberg. He loves taking pictures.
Ah, damn it. Yeah.
Damn you, advertisement.
Yeah.
Commercial.
What am I
Shout out to
doing?
YouTube. Plug.
What am I doing? I have fucking Apple Music. What the fuck's wrong with me?
What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you, man? You gotta do it, man, for the culture,
For
man.
the culture, man.
For the fucking culture,
Positivity, man.
man. Like fucking egg, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just fun fact. I'm 13% British.
30.
13% British. But anyway,
Fun fact.
I'm 10% Eskimo.
here you go. Raise it up.
This is my shit right here.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it for Ja Rule. Rule 336.
Hey.
Don't give Ja Rule
Baby,
10
without
fucking
you.
racks for a fucking festival. That ain't gonna happen.
Where would I be without my baby? This
Hey.
is my shit. Baby. And I don't wanna go crazy.
But every thug needs a scammer.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You ain't get your damn sandwich.
Well, to me, you see that sandwich with some cheese. Baby, see them in the FEMA tent, be chilling on the motherfucking beach with the waves to knock your shit off, and you be like, damn, where's my money ass go? When you in the airport with no motherfucking luggage, sitting here trying to with the fucking struggle, and you know it. I be getting all that money, and I ain't on nigga nothing.
I hope Yobi don't sue.
Now I'm
Okay,
laughing to the
wait,
band.
hold on.
I hope he
I
don't
need
sue.
to know. Hold on. I need to know what the fuck y'all talking about because I don't know what's going on with this.
You don't
There's
know?
a
Oh,
Okay.
your ass better
the
call
Fire Festival.
somebody.
Okay,
I'm
you never
sorry.
the Fire Festival, right?
No.
You never heard.
Okay.
So what they were trying to do, because it's festival season, people
Okay.
just
Yeah.
went to Coachella.
Yeah.
There's Made in America about to come up in the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Then just like festivals everywhere.
Wasn't
So
there,
like
Stagecoach or something?
shit like that,
Burning
basically.
Man,
Burning Man,
Stagecoach,
all that shit.
all that.
Right.
It's festival season.
Uh-huh.
So Ja Rule partnered up with this promoter, some janky promoter.
Jakey.
From Modesto.
Some fucking
King of
some
Modesto.
fucking like some
Shout
fucking
out.
like
Todd.
some entrepreneur who who had a bad rep. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And he took it on. He was, I guess he was like the spokesperson or person who
Wait, so that's
who
here in
invested.
California?
No.
Oh.
The plan was the plan was
Damn, you really
to sell people the idea of like, hey, rich people, I know you want to one up these motherfuckers out here in Coachella, because those VIP tickets ain't shit.
and they sell like really hot cakes.
We got something bigger than that. We got a fucking island in the Bahamas, bro. With fucking like luxury cabanas, bro. With fucking Gordon Ramsay being the chef, bro. Like, this shit is next level shit. Fucking Instagram models gonna be there. Fucking Instagram bottles are gonna be there.
Stupid.
These should be Pablo Escobars.
You know what I'm saying?
Instagram sandwiches.
This island was
We're
once
gonna do-
occupied by Pablo Escobar.
man.
Like,
So
this
you could be a
shit-
gangster.
So this shit's popping, bro. We're gonna have fucking Blink-182. We're gonna have the fucking Mingos, K
The
Tronada,
Mingos.
all that shit.
Mandingo.
It's gonna be fucking hot out here, dog. Like, for real, man.
And Major Laser.
Major Laser, all that shit, bro. It's gonna be dope. But we'll need like at least $4,000 out of you.
Yes.
4,000
People
to
were
20
paying-
racks.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
were paying 10,
pop.
So
15.
people
If you
were
want to do
paying-
VIP,
some
okay.
people
So
actually
here's
paid
so
for it?
basically what it is that Ja Rule and this janky promoter want to do something special for all the
beforehand, I'll get to that. And before I interrupt you, Fire was intended to be an app where you could book acts. You know, like you don't have to go through like booking contacts or anything like that. It was like, I guess, like a fast track for people to book talent. If you want to book a comedian, if you want to book an artist or anything like that, that was it was intended for.
Right.
So what they were doing, Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, go back to your story though.
Yeah, so basically what it was that they're planning an event. So for people who think like, oh, we think Coachella is like, okay, and we're in Coachella, but we're going to top Coachella. We're going to have some rich white kids, basically. You don't have to pay. You don't have to bring no money. You go in a private jet.
Bring no money.
They say no, bring no money because they think because once you pay to put it down, everything is just paid for. So they got food,
which was a lie,
concerts and stuff like that. It'd be festivals and everything going over there at a private beach somewhere in the Bahamas. And you guys going to be basically catered like you're from Saudi Arabia or something like that. I mean, or Dubai, whatever. And yeah, so and it turns out, so they took their flights and stuff, and it was nothing. People were still doing construction over there. There were tents over there. Talking about you can get your own tents and stuff.
Fucking FEMA tents.
It's basically FEMA tents, basically for death relief.
FEMA tents with like substandard prison food.
Yes, and the food they say
it wasn't even county. It was worse than county.
Yeah, it was worse. Yes, it was worse than jail food. It was horrible. So a lot of people Snapchatters. So basically,
how do you fail at making a fucking sandwich? Look, I'm gonna show you the picture of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
so basically this is real. This is very real. And the place where it was at, it was by it's supposed to be like some type of private island beach. It's actually owned by Solid, I think it's Sandos or Sabar or something like that. I gotta get more research done, but yeah, it's like an island over there on the coast. On the top of the thing, there's like a hotel resort.
Yeah, the hotel resort
right there, and stuff like that.
There.
So now people are trying to get back to get to flights. Remember, here's the problem: there's only one fucking flight that go over there, so people have to wait
days, night. I think people are still on that island as we speak. People are probably still on that
money.
Wait, so when did this take place?
Their luggage probably got snatched by the
fucking
fucking
locals. Luggage got snatched by all the people. So it's hard to so people got stuff in the luggage. It was basically a disaster.
Yeah, they're at the festival with all their luggage.
With all the luggage stuff, standing there,
quote unquote festival.
It was like The Walking Dead with no zombies. It's just like a disaster.
So hold on. So
this shit look like Mad Max on the island.
Pretty much.
Who did
That's
they send their money to? So they sent their money, and then the flight was included, or that was separate.
Here's put it this way: the ticket started at 4 Gs.
Okay.
At 4 Gs, and then if you want to get like VIP tickets and stuff, it was like to like $20,000.
But like, was the flight separate?
No, it's all included.
So how?
Yeah, so they paid their money and they want to get a refund back. So they were like, okay, we apologize and everything.
We apologize.
So here's what they offer. It's like you can get your refund back. Or
you can go next year's for free, and we're gonna do it at a private beach in California.
Yes.
Don't be throwing Cali in the mix after your bullshit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, and so people are blasting, Ja Rule's a scammer and stuff like that. But it was just
Ja Rule. I'm not saying you're a scammer. I'm just saying that shit is funny.
What the fuck?
It's just a joke, Ja.
It's a sandwich. That's what you're looking at.
Sandwich.
That's not even a grilled cheese sandwich.
That's not.
Yeah, so that was whatever you saw. That was actually with the food that were given at the premises.
That was a festival cooked sandwich.
And all the people who are the artists that were supposed to be there, they like Blink-182 and canceled. Be like, and here's the funny part: some people told them like, don't come. Because they knew the shit wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, some people would
days before the event happened for the first week.
Yeah, some people were like,
it's supposed to be 2 weeks. It's supposed to go every week.
Yeah, someone was online talking about like, yo, this is a fucking scam. Don't do it. I mean, but the thing is, it's like, dude, you fell for it. You got hoodwinked, and I can't. You know what I mean?
I feel sorry for the people. I feel sorry for all the white kids who actually brought who paid all that money and thinking they were gonna get some lavish experiences like that.
It cracks me up. It's like you don't want to be a cynic and say, well, it's too good to be true. Then most likely it is. But this type of situation, it was too good to be true.
Right.
And then also like
for a first event,
and that's another thing. It just shows you how people operate. People want to one up people at all times. If someone can say, oh yeah, I did Coachella VIP. You know what I mean? That's like, high up there. How I mean, people are like, well, fuck Coachella. I did Fire Festival. And I did this, and this is my experience, because people will have this inclination, especially here in America. I don't know how you guys operate worldwide, but here in America, niggas always want to one up each other. That's how it is.
That's what it is.
It's capitalist society.
Yeah,
competition. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't feel bad. And then
if that's the reason you're going,
and then
I can't feel bad for you.
And then there people was talking about like, hey, I'm in. There's no water, there's not enough food, water, and all that. I'm like, shit, you know what it's like to be in a third world country.
I think they about to sue. They were going to sue somebody.
Oh, they were trying to sue the fuck out of these niggas.
Like $100 million.
Like $100 million. Oh,
yeah,
nigga, they gonna come after y'all niggas.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
And I'm pretty sure the organizers of Coachella, maybe they're laughing their asses off.
They are,
or maybe they're just saying like, oh, that's what you get, nigga, trying to act like you better than us. Right off the gate? Like, what, like, you got to go through your lumps if you want to do something grand like that.
Yeah.
Like, even Coachella had problems. They went bankrupt. Like, Coachella almost got shut down in its early years when it first started out. I remember another festival, Paid Dues Festival. Murs had problems.
Yeah.
He almost damn near went bankrupt, but it gets better. When you do your first, like, festival.
Yeah.
Like, festival, you got to think about music acts. You gotta think about accommodating the general people, the VIPs, the fucking bathrooms, how everybody's gonna take shits and pisses, how people gonna get their food, how people gonna get merch, how people gonna they like this is a lot of
this is not just like
about.
just booking some nigga in the club and shit like that.
This ain't no like this concert. This is a festival.
This is a fucking festival. So you gotta get
different
all
stages,
your
sound equipment, projections, you know what I mean?
Engineers.
For the niggas who can't. Yeah, the engineers and
the
shit. Sound stage crew people.
Yeah.
The light.
Special effects crew. Security.
But what
your drug dealers to panhandle all the.
What I'm trying to figure. what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to grasp this. Like.
She's really thinking too, guys.
Like
I know you said
right off the bat, I heard Ja Rule. I would have been like, what?
Murder.
You know what's funny about that? There's a video of him
scammer,
doing his whole inspirational speech about the festival.
Oh yeah,
and it just looks like a fucking a freaking supervillain meeting or some shit.
No,
while he's on his yacht.
The funniest thing I've seen is that somebody made a fucking movie off of it. They show like people going to enjoy themselves in the Bahamas and stuff, then they cut into like Ja Rule talking.
I just got to play this because this is classic and it's so fitting.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, man, they would. But I'm like, for real, why you care so much what the Dixie Chicks say? It's not like they political scientists and nothing. They just bitches that can sing good. You know what I mean?
Tell them, Dave.
Stop worshiping celebrities so much. Just don't listen, pay attention.
I
remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. We got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? Like, this is ridiculous. I don't want to.
It's ridiculous, nigga. The niggas want their fucking money back, nigga. Like,
scammer.
I would have been like, Ja Rule, nah. Like if they had somebody recent, then I would be like, okay. Especially for the amount of money they were asking for. Granted, I guess they were going based off of where they're supposed to be at. They're either supposed to be at the performers that were supposed to be there, but who's the one fucking hosting it or promoting it?
Yeah.
Where the fuck have you been in the last decade? Like, like, why the fuck? No, homie. Like,
well, to Ja's credit,
background check.
To Ja's credit, he's been on his entrepreneurial shit, his tech shit. Because I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk's podcast quite often, and I've heard Ja Rule on Gary Vaynerchuk's podcast a couple of times. So Ja Rule's not on. He's trying to find other ways to make income because obviously
he done fucked it all up now.
Music ain't really working for him.
Murder.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know. I wonder if Irv Gotti gave this nigga some words of encouragement or some like if Irv Gotti like, hey nigga, I don't think you should be doing this. Like, Irv, hey man,
Shit.
come on, Irv, you gonna let your
I
nigga just go
know.
out like that? Come on, man.
Oh, and then the 50 Cent already said
50 already went in on him.
You trying to be an entrepreneur, my nigga? I see it didn't work out for you, nigga.
Someone trying to be an entrepreneur, nigga.
I might be bankrupt, but I don't own $100 million, nigga.
I may be, yeah. He's like, I might file for chapter 11 bankruptcy, nigga.
But I still got money, nigga.
But I ain't gonna have to face the wrath of a fucking thousands and thousands of rich white folks coming for your fucking head.
I'm not gonna be dead. I'm dead for 50 years, my nigga.
Stupid. Damn, homie. Started the festival, but you was the man.
What the fuck happened to you?
Oh man, it's all right, y'all. No, it's I don't blame him though. He's just trying to.
I mean,
do
Ja
something.
Rule,
He
Ja
just picked
Rule's-
the wrong one.
And Ja Rule said he's not his fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not his fault.
They're doing damage control. It's big, and I just gotta segue this because
It wasn't me.
it's not my fault. It's not my
It's
fault.
not my fault.
It
But-
ain't my fault.
But one person,
But
one person who's gonna have to, one company is
Uh-oh.
gonna have to own up to their fuck up.
Uh-oh.
Be Shea Moisture.
Did I do that?
For Shea Butter Twitter, for all of our naturalistas
Shea
who like to listen to the Jigs Up
It's
podcast.
butter, baby.
This one is for you. And personally, me, yes, I do own some shea butter, and some
You do?
Shea Moisture products. I do.
Vegan
But
products.
best believe once those products, I'm done with those products, I'll get something new because Shea Moisture is expensive, and I'm not just gonna sit here and act fake outrage and boycott like immediately. Nah, nigga,
Yeah.
I need my money's worth from this shit before I boycott.
Shout
not gonna
out-
just-
shout out to cocoa butter.
I'm gonna need that real quick.
Shit, what
So-
happened to just for me?
Shout out to
Just
cocoa
for
butter.
me.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys seen the commercial.
Don't let Murray's
Shea
wave
Moisture.
grease do
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh
Okay.
my
You
god,
Watch
it was.
You watched it?
I've seen it.
You
I
seen
didn't.
it?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Punk ass commercial.
Yeah, punk ass.
Come on, speak.
If
Okay,
you saw it, you'll be like,
yeah,
what
yo,
the fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the
I
floor
can
is yours,
imagine.
Nessa, because you're a naturalista, you're a Blasian. But even
With
though
your
like
curly hair and shit.
so, but at the time they still kind of complained about biracial women on there. They're like, oh, mixed girl on there.
Yeah, they put a mixed girl on there
then
and
the
stuff
white
like
girls,
that.
Like,
Even
so
white
how,
gi-
me, you being mixed, how do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like when black women do that small little slight towards mixed women, who you guys may not go through the same exact hair problems as a person who's more of African descent? Do you feel slighted in a way when they say that about mixed women? Like, oh, just another pretty mixed bitch with loose curls and shit like that. She don't know what it's like.
Well,
Fuck that bitch. She got good hair.
Well, tough
because some
titties.
people.
Tough titty. Wear a better bra, bitch.
Exactly.
So
You ever heard that shit?
no.
Oh,
So
it's awesome.
what people don't understand is we have different hair types. Obviously, physically you can see that, but there's actual like hair types. Like there's like A, B, like 3C. Like there's actual like not codes. What's the term I'm looking for? But stuff to represent our hair, right? As far as okay, if you see the video, it was just I feel like a misrepresentation.
Yeah,
It's like a misfire, like the Pepsi commercial,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
Yes, pretty much.
So
With hair
of all,
product.
obviously, the African American community for the most part is obviously who they catered to.
Yeah, basically, that's true.
But if you watch the commercial, there was nobody that was represented that was African American,
Yeah.
with the exception of the mixed chick. That
Right.
bitch, I'm sorry. Like my hair, like when people be like, oh, I just want to run my fingers through your hair. I said, well, shit, it might get stuck because my shit is still nappy. It may not look like it, but it's just nappy. That bitch, you could run your fingers through her hair and it would be nice. You know what I mean? So I just feel like if it's okay if they're gonna slide in that mixed chick, but they should have also had like a full on like African American chick,
Right.
you know, but they had 3
dark
white.
skin with really tight.
Yes,
kinky
Right.
they
straight
should
hair.
have hit everything. They
Everything.
had a fucking IG model on there. That bitch looked like she was an IG model.
Right.
Then they had the white bitch with the red hair. Then they had the white bitch with the blonde hair. And I'm not being
And
racist,
you-
but I'm just kind of like, I get it. Like, okay, the apology was stupid as fuck because you can tell that they were trying to be apologetic, but at the same time they weren't.
Man, them niggas trying to get some money.
They were trying to still be like cool with like, you know what I mean? Like they weren't
because
trying to,
they know that
they don't want to fuck up
the black
white
yeah,
man.
that's their bread and butter right
Because
there.
they already
That's
fucked
basically
it up.
known.
They already fucked it
did.
up on that end, and it's kind of like, okay, well now it's like a lost cause. Let me act like I'm apologizing, but I still want to like keep ties with on
like,
this end.
From what I'm hearing from most black women, they say they have no problem with them trying to make their money. Go ahead and make your fucking money. But you sat there and blatantly abandoned us.
Exactly.
Right.
You guys abandoned us. You didn't put us in your ad until like the last part, the little Brady
2
Bunch.
seconds. Yeah,
2
it was like
seconds.
2
of the shit.
seconds.
2 seconds towards the end of the shit, and it's like these are the people who've been paying your fucking bills.
Exactly.
Yeah,
These are the
exactly.
people who've been putting food on your table for your family. This how you feed your family with the shit that you do. Like
They put you
like
on.
they put you on. So I understand that you want to branch out. That's great. But you sat there and just blatantly forgot
Just
about
said,
your core
"Fuck it."
audience.
Exactly.
You forgot about your core consumers, your customers.
Yes.
And that's like, come on, man.
It's
You're
like
a
it's
CEO.
like a
Backstabbing in
slap in the face.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Like,
a slap in the face.
Shit, I mean, just
It's like
hit
kinda like
all the targets.
It's kind of
Don't-
like what Kanye said, man. When you get on, they can leave your ass for a white girl.
and that's kind of what they did.
Cause like the mixed girl, like I think she was complaining about, like she was just like, oh, people would throw like little hair, like or little paper balls in
Paper
my
balls in
hair.
my hair.
The red girl, the girl with the red hair, she's like, oh, I'm naturally blonde.
Hair
but
hate.
Right.
Yeah,
Talk about
like
hair
hair
hate.
hate. Like so that's why she.
Okay,
She,
I mean, yeah, they yeah, everybody goes through certain type of hair hate.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh.
gonna sit there and say like, you guys don't, but it's kind of reminds me of how Irish people will come here to the early in the beginning of America. They came here in America and worked real hard for very low wages and try to compare it to slavery to black slaves. Like when Irish slaves compare themselves to black slaves, like no, don't
Right.
fucking do that.
don't you
Don't
dare.
you dare.
Don't fucking do that, homie. No,
Yeah.
nigga, no. Like, hell no. I understand you. Hey,
fuck
Irish
no.
people, you guys got your problems, you got your shit, but you cannot fucking dare compare your shit
nope.
to black slaves. Now, with that being said, that's kind of like the same sentiment with hair hate when it comes to like, you're a redhead. Okay, cool. Be ginger. Own that shit. Like, there's some hot ass chicks who wear red hair, like Christina Hendricks and fucking Emma Stone and all them other cute white bitches. I give white bitches props for their due. And then okay, mixed girls. I mean, I understand that maybe your mom is white and she couldn't know how to manage your hair, so you probably she got you looking all crazy and fucked up. You know what I mean? I mean, your mom should have thought twice about fucking with a nigga like, yeah, I'm gonna manage this little girl's hair. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But like,
I'm
it's
being
like,
honest though.
No, but that's real shit because like African Americans, like they couldn't even get jobs because of their
They couldn't
hair.
get jobs, how they get treated in the military. And like, they're fucking serving the country. And you want them to perm their hair out and like put mad product on it and like lose their shit. And all because of what? It doesn't fit to European standards?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, these fucking women are willing to risk their lives for your dumb ass and for this country. And you gonna just, oh, I don't like how you wear your hair. Like, the fuck out of here, man. Like, and black women historically have been systematically, psychologically been put down, especially dark-skinned women, from the dolls. I want to play with the white Barbie instead of the black one. They go through self-esteem issues. All the dudes like the light-skinned ones. No one wants to talk to me. They've gone through some shit. I try to, me being a fair-skinned, light-skinned man, I try to be empathetic and really try to understand their plight and their problems, when it comes to that, feeling inferior and feeling, all this psychological shit, you know what I'm saying? And they're beautiful women. They're beautiful. And also they hear shit like, oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned woman. Like, why can't she just be pretty?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tika Sumter's fucking fine.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I'd be like, tell a white girl she pretty for a white girl. So I don't know. Anybody who's white listen to this. If you're a white woman, listen to this. I'm trying to say I'm bashing you guys, but if someone can answer this question, if a guy says you're pretty for a white girl, do white women get offended? I just want to know.
Let's hear
I don't think so.
I just want to like, damn, you fine for a white bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
there we go.
I'm not saying that's what niggas gonna say.
Yeah,
that's what niggas gonna say. Like, hey, nigga, I ain't into white bitches, but damn, she kind of, you know.
You a bad white bitch, like, you know.
You know what I mean?
They like that shit though.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Me? Thank you.
Awesome.
Want me to suck your cock?
Our dark skin women talking about some. What do you mean for a black girl?
Because they're so defensive. They're on the defense. But the thing is, they're on the defense because it's been generational and over and over and over again, and over and over and over and over again, and over and over. No, okay, I'm just joking.
Yeah. No, you're not. Facts.
I don't know. I used to feel uncomfortable when guys would be like trying to date me or whatever, and they would tell me that they don't date black girls, and I'm just like, dude, like, you're black, your mom's black, your dad's black, like, everybody's black, and they're like, oh, but I would date you because you're mixed, like that. I don't know. To me, that made me feel uncomfortable.
So it's like, oh, you like me because of my Filipino side,
Yeah, basically,
and not because of my black side. You can't accept my blackness. Like, fuck you.
If they
You know what I
can't
mean?
accept you 100%.
And people
Pure breed.
people think I'm like fucking joking when I say this, but this is true, man. Like, I kind of go through something like you know what I mean? Like, for black girls who date white guys because they're probably safer, or girls who are scared or intimidated dating black guys, but they'll look at me as the transitional black guy. It's
you're
like
safe.
You're neutral. That's why.
It's transition. Like, I'm the transition.
No, wait.
What?
Wait. From what the eyes can see, they think this
They
nigga's
just
safe.
don't know.
But
Yeah.
they don't fucking know this nigga
Yeah,
like that.
Oh no, they
Dark
don't.
skin and tendencies.
Dark skin you kick in. I seen it firsthand. It's not a pretty sight. Warning.
Be fucking the shit out of him. I thought you were safe. He be like, shut the fuck
Well,
up.
guess what?
Smack,
It's too-
smack, smack,
Right,
smack.
right. Smack their ass. It's too late for that now.
Finish her.
You gonna get this work.
Marco V.
Stop
wins.
running.
Oh my god.
Stop running.
What?
No, but really,
Finish her.
but all jokes aside, they look at me and they think like, okay, he's fair skinned, he has, you know, little curly hair, and he has green eyes, and he kind of look like Michael Ealy, word to Charlemagne.
See?
Yeah, Charlemagne said that.
Hey, see? And what I
Yeah.
said a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Marco, you look like
Yeah.
Michael Ealy.
Back in episode what? Episode 5 or some shit?
Yeah, episode 5.
The Mike Ealy, Edie Vegan, Marco V.
But yeah, like, you know, they look at me, they're probably thinking that I'm safe because you know, Michael Ealy, Steph Curry type of nigga, you know what I mean? They thinking I'm just, you know, ease into the blackness.
Yeah, even with me and Killen's teddy bearish looks, they're like, them is niggas still.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like,
Especially
man.
my ass.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because like I would like, you know, I'll look and it was like, okay, she likes Paul Walker, she likes this white dude, this white guy, and then it just adds up in my head. Like, she compliments all these like white movie stars. She'll probably like one dark skinned nigga, and that's usually that's usually Idris Elba.
Tyson Beckford.
But he's too dark for her, for whatever the fuck that stupid reason is. And then all of a sudden they just look at me like, well, you look safe. But anyway, not about me. I just wanted to say how I could relate to some shit like you did, dude, when dudes were like, whoa, you're mixed.
Mark will probably be like, I look safe, huh? Come this way.
Stay woke.
You stupid. No, but and then like I mentioned I don't remember which episode, but like just growing up, just being quote unquote too black to be Filipino and too Filipino to be black, like not being able to fit in and shit.
So
like
actually the best of both worlds. Actually.
Huh?
I see the best of both worlds. Shit, you got.
Yeah, but like,
sometimes
but I
it's
have
not always
yes,
chick.
and
I'm sorry.
like females like
just from speaking off of stereotypes, the two best of both worlds that I can think of right away is you got the fat ass and the tight pussy.
Oh my gosh, there he goes.
Thank you. Kudos. Yes.
Living for me and easy.
Chicken and lumpia.
I was about to say that. I said word food.
Chicken and lumpia.
Chicken
Adobo.
But yeah, so that
And yams.
so in a way, like
Double
just
yams.
hearing about that, like it kind of brings me back to like not fully being accepted as
Yeah,
you're
and
not
that's what.
black
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're
And then it
mixed,
makes
you know?
mixed women feel like they're not accepted to being black. You put them in this fucking like, what was what I'm trying to think of the word for it.
What?
What's whole
It's like you suck. You stuck in a like
gray area.
yeah, in this gray area. But it was a word that I was trying to find the exact word for it. But yeah, you're just stuck in the middle area. It's like, damn, put me in the box. You know what I mean?
But I mean, in a way, like I kind of see
It's kind of like a paradox. It was like a paradox. It's like you're
because
stuck in a
of
paradox.
the girl that they chose. Like I feel like she looked like she's like pretty. Her hair is like on fleek, and I don't even use that.
I mean,
that
like
term. So I
the
feel like
product
that
will work best on her type of hair, and it will show
Yeah.
the most. That's what they're selling.
They saw that, and then they saw white people. So it's kind of like you just totally X us out. So they just kind of like.
But the thing, I think, like for the type of products for women, Caucasian women, their hair type, I think their hair would look like the fucking girl off of The Ring coming out of the well. Like that's what I think of. Like I think her hair would look just all greasy and
Like
shit.
I wonder, did they really use the hair product?
No, they
I want to
didn't.
know what hair product they used
And
to
d-
make their hair
and
look
do you
like
know
that. Because
what?
I look like some Pantene
And
Pro
they
V.
should, and that's the thing.
motherfucking-
They should have took notes from Pantene Pro V when Pantene Pro V started integrating black hair with relaxed and natural. Remember that shit?
Have the ring girl be.
And black folks weren't complaining.
Have her in the Shea Butter
Yeah.
commercial.
In the commercial.
She be one of the tiles on the Brady Bunch tile thing.
Did a special effect.
But remember
And then had a
Pantene
girl
Pro
from The
V
Grudge too.
dropped it?
Yeah.
Remember Pantene Pro V dropped the relaxed and natural?
Yeah.
Tell me there ain't no black woman in the world that didn't have the relaxed and natural for a while
I didn't.
in the household.
I never did.
You never did?
Man,
Oh, but
now
I'm
let's put it
not
this way.
black though. I
seen-
forgot.
when I was
I'm not black.
I'm just saying. Only thing I
Stay
seen,
your non-black ass over there.
I seen just for me. I seen
Just
fucking
for
Jam.
me. Jam.
Ooh,
I
Jam.
think it's the conspiracy, man. They want motherfuckers back on relaxers.
Bring out one called Just Black
they
Enough.
so they could go ahead and make that money again, put that creamy crack on their head again.
The creamy crack.
Put that creamy crack. That's what it was called, right? It was called,
Jam.
it was called that creamy
Jam.
crack, man.
Teddy Jam.
Got a
with me.
bitch hair burning and
Get
shit. Your
burning,
scalp burning. I'm
scalp
like,
burning,
Like,
fuck,
shoot,
getting all
do,
fucked
do.
up, man.
Once
Like,
you saw that perm.
And
Huh?
then and start burning your hair. You be like, oh.
that's why I feel it's important for black
nigga
people.
be talking like Malcolm X.
That's why I feel it's important for black folks to really like let's get our money up. Let's own some shit so we can make our own rules. When you have your own money, you make your own fucking rules. If you own your own business and you see a woman who wants to be natural, have dreads or whatever, and that your employee may be able to do that, and she could be herself and wear her hair naturally. It's just sometimes for corporate America, they just say, it just doesn't look professional. What do you mean? The way my hair comes out of my head doesn't look professional? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you want to own your own business for sure.
You have to. And that's how it's going to come down to it. Like, niggas got to
just from the
own their
day-to-day
own
job right now. Like,
Yeah,
I do valet and they want me to shave my face. I'm like,
like, I'm a grown-ass man.
I'm about to own my own fucking valet business in a minute.
Yeah.
Do that shit.
Take over all this shit.
Do that shit, man.
Yeah. I just think that
They call it beard valet.
You stupid. I just think that if they chose to add more, like they wanted to be diverse, but that's not being diverse if you're Xing one whole like demographic out, then
It may be black folks probably want their hair products in a different put in an ethnic, so they don't have to go and swim through all the other hair products.
Fuck that shit. I like
It'd
going
be
to
easy to
Walmart
find.
and like,
Ethnic,
there's that
boom.
one
My shit right here, ethnic. That's what I want.
Ow.
People like, oh, you're kind of segregating. Like, man, sometimes it's okay. Nigga, do I put my whites and my colors in the laundromat? No, I fucking don't.
No.
I do.
I do. When
I was like,
when it's
I
just my
do.
drawers and socks. Them shit's mixed.
That's the only exception.
Nigga, I don't know. I ain't trying to mix none of my shit. I ain't trying to have no light blue, no pink, none of that shit.
This nigga.
I'm
Drawers
old
and
school
socks.
with my shit.
Drawers and socks.
Drawers and socks. No, drawers and socks an exception. But
That's
clothes,
motherfucking-
I don't mix in
That's
there.
motherfucking.
Nah, I mean,
Socks and
but
drawers.
I get what you're saying because I'm the type of person like I walk into a place like I don't like shopping. Number one, so if I know what I'm looking for, I'll just be I can't stand shopping.
Women don't be shopping?
No, just
Women be
Tessa.
shopping.
Like just Tessa, apparently.
She ain't regular.
Women
For
be
real.
shopping.
I can't stand shopping. But
She
like,
got
so if I
niggas
know,
wanting to marry.
huh? So I'd be like, if I know what I want, I
plus on
walk
the men's
in
side.
and I'll be like, you know, they're like, oh, can I help you with something? If I'm just there to like window shop, I'm just like killing time. Then it's like, no, I'm good. But if I know I need something, like I don't want to have to look for it. Like, yo, I'm looking for mixed chicks. Like, where's it at? And I'm sorry, I say mixed chicks, not to no, not trying to be shady or nothing, but. Like, I want to know, like, okay, here it is. So when you go to Walmart, when you go to Target, for the most part, like, they have their own. Huh?
Thank you for calling it Target.
They have their own.
I swear that's the white. That's the white store.
They have their own section, and it makes it that much easier for me to get in and get the fuck on out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But my favorite is Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls. That's my favorite for my hair. Right now I'm using Inspire. Sorry, I know you guys can't see.
There you go, girls.
See, this
Take your notes,
It's
girls.
all about just
so
for me.
maybe you could probably write a post about different alternative hair products if they want to quit using shea moisture. And I'm pretty sure a lot of blogs have done that before. Because sometimes you got to put your money where your mouth is. Like, you got to say, well, fuck this shit. Like, I ain't supporting this. And, you know, I think so far the Jigs Up podcast has put our money where our mouth is. We supported Charlamagne's book. We, I mean, even though Shea Butter is on some fuck shit, I'm gonna switch products after.
As soon as
after
you
I'm finished all
and
my
I ain't
shit.
even mad at you. You paid money for that. Like,
That shit
especially
costs
if you
money,
just bought
nigga.
it.
Me
Like, fuck
personally,
no. Like,
That shit
I
costs
didn't
money,
buy that
nigga.
shit. I was using my brother's. Now I just, pull my hand away now. I don't have to use it. Oh, fuck them.
Be feeling guilty, like, okay, but you got my shit popping a little bit. All right.
I haven't really used.
I went back to Murray's.
I haven't.
You know what I mean? And then after that, we got a bank black. We gotta find a way to open up an account with a black bank. There's plenty of them.
Wave.
And then also, since I took my DNA test and I found that like I have a more Cameroonian than anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Cameroon from the motherland.
Cameroon.
motherfucker.
I was waiting for you
Africa.
to be
Motherfucker.
Native American so we can.
I have no native.
I know. I said I was hoping.
I have no native blood.
Give
That's
you
some crazy
right.
shit.
Give
I
you
am
some land
and when
a
I
casino.
and I talked about it with my
Right?
girlfriend. I was like, I am an American. I really am. My ancestors really were fucking in Virginia as slaves, migrated all throughout the South, and
Deep South.
and my
what it
and my
said.
other ancestors were Britons. They were Brits.
Wow.
I feel like a lot of us might have some Brits.
Well,
So like these, my other ancestors fought the Revolutionary War. They probably thought slavery was just fine. While my other, like, this shit is crazy. Like I'm living the embodiment of American transatlantic slave shit.
It's crazy.
Damn.
But it's so funny because like they look at me and they call me every other ethnicity in the book, but for what I am.
Well, I found out I was 15% Eskimo. So
That's awesome.
Wait, you did a DNA test too?
no,
Oh, I was like, what?
That makes sense. Your ass is never cold. So
that is true. Fun fact. I love.
But
cold.
shit. I mean, anything else on the Shea Moisture?
Just
Fuck
for
them.
me.
Fuck 'em.
This nigga
Just
gonna
finish your shit and then fuck
finish
'em.
my shit and I move on.
Next.
I just gotta dip it a dabble, send it, and I dip it dabble, flip it, and I send it. That's all I gotta do.
Alrighty then.
dip it and dab it, he can flip it and he send it to the trash.
Give it a dab and send it, fend it.
Y'all are
Ooh, dibbity dab, dibbity
Oh
dab.
shit.
Tinder.
What was else on?
Good on Tinder. Ooh.
What was
You hear
else
about
was on?
Flex talking shit about
Talking shit about
Tupac?
Pac.
Again?
Dude, why are you talking
Again?
shit about dead people? I mean, no offense to Pac, but
This
like
is not the first time it happened.
the man has
It's
passed
not the
away.
first time, but he recently went on IG Live or
Talk about Pac cheddar bobbed himself.
yeah, he
shot himself
said
in the leg.
Tupac cheddar bobbed himself.
That's nothing new.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He felt the need to go on live and
We
just
all knew that.
for
Pac
all
shot
the
himself
Tupac
before, yes.
stands.
I would, you know what I mean? Like
That
that could. I mean, it could be facts. It could be facts because people,
it makes sense.
because in
That's
our
old
generation,
news.
but yeah, in our generation, we hold Pac near and dear to our hearts because we see Pac in a certain way, kind of like we see Jordan in a certain way.
Yeah.
When we look at Jordan, we don't think about him getting X'd out in the second round of playoffs. We think about 6 rings.
Yeah.
6 MVPs. That's all
No
we think
game
of.
7.
No game 7. That's what we
What a
think about
time.
when we think about
Real
Jordan.
life.
But you don't see the Jordan against the bad boy Pistons or him having trouble
With
times Boston and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the
Detroit
same thing about
basketball.
Pac. We think about, you know, Tupac, Thug Life, hit him up. Like we don't think about Pac, the vulnerable human being who was a poet, a fucking background dancer from
Digital
Underground and all
Underground.
that shit. So maybe he was getting into gangsterdom, as Charlie Murphy would say, and he cheddar bombed himself. That could be the truth, but you're still not gonna get a West
I don't
Coast
know.
pass
I
on
don't
that
know.
shit.
I don't know.
Like I'm sorry. Like I'm dead
sorry.
serious. I'm dead ass serious. Flex, watch your ass when you're in L.A.
Yeah.
That ain't a threat. That's like niggas are ready to fuck you up.
So far getting booking over
And
there.
you know who piggybacked off of what he said?
Lil C's.
Whack 100.
Whack 100 too?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he got a West Coast pass.
Because-
Maybe
because
Whack
he-
100 has some information too.
Yeah.
I can't sit there
I
and
don't
trying
know.
to defend the nigga. I wasn't there. I didn't live through it. I was
Me
a kid.
either. Me either.
You know what I mean? I just remember Tupac as Bishop in Juice. and,
All I'm saying,
without that gun, and to be honest, if you watch that movie, without that gun, Q was whooping his ass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, he.
Like, am I right? What?
Everybody was getting the first homeboy he shot was getting them in the little scuffle they had. So.
The nigga couldn't fight, homie. Oh, he couldn't fight. Sorry.
He had no
He couldn't fight.
scrapums.
He had no scrappum. He had no chunkums.
But
No
he'll shoot the
chunkum.
but he'll shoot the shit out of you.
No chunkums. dog.
Chunkums.
Yeah, no chunkums.
Remember that?
Chunkums.
No chunkums.
I was chunking
The
them
nigga didn't-
outside.
My dad still say
No
chunkums.
chunkums. Yo.
My dad still say chunkums.
No chunkums. I heard that shit in so long.
Oh, shit.
The nigga should have went body more. That's all. That's all. He should have just did
Nigga
that.
ain't got no chunkums, nigga.
Oh my
Chunkums.
gosh,
That's funny. That's
Nigga,
a
on everything
throwback
I love,
word.
nigga. I'm about to, nigga. We about to chunk him, homie.
All they kept saying
Meet me
was,
outside, homie. Catch my fade. We gonna chunk him.
That's
all Flex was saying was like, they wasn't even going, all they was going to do is rob him.
that
He-
shit. That
you
shit
know,
is bunk.
He kept resisting and he tried to pull out and cheddar bombed himself.
And you know what?
I don't give a shit, man.
It doesn't.
It happens.
It doesn't matter. It's
and
still
that
great, great music.
And that
so.
shit's gonna happen,
He
especially
attempted to defend himself.
when you
When most niggas would have been like,
when
here,
you
man,
don't
here's
have
my
a-
chain.
Pocket no more wives.
You want my address too? I'll write it down.
when you
for
don't have a gun holster, shit like that's gonna happen. The
Of
safety's off, and you just reaching and you hit the boom. You better be glad it wasn't your dick.
I'm just
Shit.
saying, most niggas would have just folded already. He was
Yeah.
trying to resist. He was like, nah. I got
Hey,
some.
you
I
can't-
don't, but I don't know
can't-
why he's
You
bringing
can't
up
knock the
old
nigga
news.
who's gonna put up a fight for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the one thing.
It don't matter what he says about it. It's not going to affect. Pac is known worldwide across the
Pac is
universe.
immortalized. He's forever.
Yeah,
be one of the
forever.
most
So-
influential
I can't
artist of
front.
all time.
You can't say shit.
I can't front. I'm still trying to figure out why Whack 100 felt the need to do the same. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on with
I
that?
don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Feelings is hurt from the past? Something? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Somebody, yeah.
But speaking of, I guess
Oh yeah,
No real
oh yeah. And
segue.
T.I.
Well,
T.I.
I was
threatened Flex.
He did.
Yeah, he's like,
The-
keep Tupac name out your mouth. motherfucker.
there was no real
Yeah.
segue into this, but I just wanted to say happy belated Kenlin, Kmart.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Happy born day.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
I mean, you
yeah.
could have
Yeah.
belated when he said his AKA. You could have Segued it.
Oh yeah,
it's all good.
You
I
know,
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
this nigga winning all the costume contests.
Right?
Oh,
baby.
I know. Let's play. Oh yeah, did we never talk about that?
No, we didn't get to talk about it. Did you get some pussy from it though?
Me and Margot talked about it
Oh yeah.
on episode
No, I was with
55,
you guys.
Yeah.
which y'all can go back and listen to if you ain't heard it yet.
Yes, go back and listen to that.
2-hour but fun.
Yeah.
I'm not being biased, you guys. Really, it's real.
Hey, nigga, if you got a trip going to L.A. to San Diego, just pop this shit on. You be entertained thoroughly.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
And
For your
say
long
such
road
things
trips.
as like Frank Ocean writing a song for Aaliyah.
That
Something to
that
think
was
about.
very interesting.
Or Rihanna being the third odd woman out.
Oh yeah.
If Aaliyah was still alive. I know I probably hurt a lot of feelings by saying
Or
that.
the Beyonce being Rihanna.
Yeah,
that was something
too.
I said.
In an alternate universe.
In an alternate universe.
Timeline.
Hey.
In a time warp.
Yep.
Stop fucking up the timeline, Barry.
Right. Stupid.
But yeah.
That's a geek reference for you guys.
Kenlin.
Sorry. Huh? Yes.
So, any birthday booty?
Nope. No. Oh, well, y'all. They can't be no birthday
But it
booty.
doesn't have to be on your actual
Nothing to
birthday.
do with us.
Oh, I mean,
Like, especially after being Biggie and all them damn pictures you took.
I know.
Should've had some type of
I'll probably
numbers.
at least get some bop. You know, girl, suck it up like you Tiana Trump or something.
The
Shout
only
out
Trump we acknowledge.
The only
Trump,
we
we
acknowledge
definitely
is
not
Tiana.
Real shit.
Straight up.
Real shit I ever wrote.
The realest shit I ever spoke.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
no,
never wrote.
I had a blast though. It was
Realest
it was
chick I
fun.
want to poke.
My brother took me out to
said what
he took me
to-
to VIAS for the
Buffet.
buffet and stuff like that. So I mean, I know there's like Barona, the Viejas, and there's that little small one with the lobster one. I actually want to try that one too.
What's small?
It's just like a small casino spot. I don't know the name of it, but they have like a lobster.
You're not talking about Valley View, right?
I don't think it's valid.
Valley View's not small.
It's one of them that's small, but they heard a bomb ass like lobster buffet. It was
Mhm.
Yeah,
dope.
Valley View has.
Is that Valley View? Oh, okay,
Mhm.
that must. I'm guessing must be, but they say it's small compared to the other ones. Huh?
All right. I just thought about it because
What?
I'm a Raider fan and I have to address
Oh my
this.
goodness.
Oh.
No,
not?
it's a hypothetical situation and it's kind of serious too.
Oh yeah,
If you
yeah.
guys are not aware, the Oakland Raiders selected with the 24th pick. His name is Garyon Conley. Now, what made this pick controversial is the fact that he was an alleged sexual assault. Allegedly, he sexually assaulted a young woman before he got drafted,
Right.
and
Last up. No, I'm playing.
he hasn't been formally prosecuted, nor he's been convicted, or the accusations took any further. It's still under investigation. He has taken a polygraph test over about like 3 of them, came out positive. He's even I think he went to Cleveland not too long ago to submit a DNA test just to prove his innocence. He's very, very cooperative with the law. And, but what do you guys say to that when a person who is drafted with a sexual charge looming over his head, is he innocent until proven guilty, or should have the Raiders passed up on him because of character issues?
Oh, innocent to proven guilty, man. I mean.
No, I'm just being like totally unbiased.
Oh no, I'm just saying I feel you until you got all the facts, and if it's true, it's true. Then you just let it go. That
will hurt the Raiders though, because we do need a corner. There.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I mean, let's just look at O.J. Simpson. You know, the man rushed over 12,000 yards, even though his situation went the way it went.
True.
yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of sucks that when somebody get drafted or anything like that, they always gonna find some dirt. Oh, this guy did this and this.
But the thing is,
right before the draft,
the thing about Garyon Conley, even throughout his whole rap sheet, he's been clean.
see,
So this all of a sudden came out, and then
Right.
I don't know if you guys seen the video. Like, he said he met up with the chick in the elevator, and from what has been said, that he just received some dome from her, and I guess the fact that he didn't want to take anything further, and so she probably got hurt in her feelings, and just like, well, I'm gonna call it rape. You know what I mean? They're trying to catch a nigga. So
Yeah, rape that mouth.
now
rape that mouth.
if you were to advise young athletes who are weeks away from being drafted in the first round, what would you advise a young college athlete who's about to go pro? What would you advise them?
Keep your dick in your pants.
Pretty much. Keep your dick in the pants.
Oh, no shit.
That's cut and dry
Get a
right
contract for everything.
Yes.
Contract for everything?
Everything.
If you really gotta have it, yeah.
You spurring money. Oh, it's gonna do this. Yeah. Sign this sheet, please.
Right. You want to suck my dick that bad? Sign the contract.
We in the car. It's like, oh, come on, let's do it. All right, well, sign this sheet while I'm driving the car.
Because I don't know, any bitch will be like, "Are you serious?"
Yes,
like,
I'm serious.
Yes, I'm serious.
Look, it'd be funny. She started to pull down your pants and the contract fly out.
It makes it like a printer.
like me, like I will follow the golden rule: keep your dick in your pants. But how are you gonna say that to a 20-year-old man who's full of testosterone and bound to make millions of fucking dollars within the next 2 weeks of his life?
You can
physically active.
You can fuck him later. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, because that'll make it even worse because they know you have money. So my thing was like, I you know me.
But if you do it before, you probably not get drafted and you make no money. So
that's true. See, how my mind works, I was thinking because you know how niggas have entourages, right?
Right.
So, don't do the Derrick Rose approach because you saw we all know what happened with that. Let the homies hit and then he doesn't hit and then she gets mad and she call rape too. Fuck, can't do that. Well, I would say
don't do the mystical approach.
Don't do that mystical approach either. Yep. I would say this.
That's a long time.
I'm gonna inspire something new for y'all niggas if you got money like this. You heard it first from me. You know how people brag about having cops as off-duty undercover cops as your bodyguard? Mm-hmm. I will hire an undercover lawyer.
Ooh.
An undercover lawyer every time who knows the law in every state. You know what I mean? Who at least know the general law in every state, and have that motherfucker carrying have a tablet. And like, why did they got a tablet in him? Oh, this is just an electronic signature from LegalZoom.com. That no plug. That's just plug. If you guys want to donate some money. But anyway, you have my lawyer right here. Oh, you want to fuck? My lawyer's right here. Hey, bring the tape. We're gonna go on this. And here's the LegalZoom. Put your last 4 digits of the security code of your social security.
They still laying in bed
as an electronic, and your initials right here. And yeah, go ahead and get the fucking. You know damn well after I bust a nut, I am not going to see you the next day of my life. I don't want nothing to do with you after this nut. Get the fuck out of my hotel room and have a great life and say that you fucked an NFL star.
Do not text me. Do not call me. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
He just went on a Denzel Washington rant. That's what it just sounded like just now.
Now, don't call me. Don't call me after that, okay? All right. All right. Now.
I'm going to bust a nut and I'm going to not call you
now,
the next day.
I'm going to bust a nut in you.
I'm going to bust this fat ass nut in you. And
I want you to sign here.
All right? So don't call me my DMs with that bullshit anymore. All right?
When I'm playing your team, call me.
Yeah. So you like to get in my DMs, huh? Yeah. but that's just my thing.
Bust every.
Oh God.
And after I'm done with you, I'm gonna fuck your friends too. Because King Kong ain't got. Nah. But yeah, man, this session's been going kind of long, but it was fun. Shit, man. Any shout outs? Of course, this nigga.
Shout out to Monica before this nigga said
intercepted.
Hey, it don't matter. Shit.
Wait, really quick. Playoffs.
Intercepted again.
And so far, what?
So far,
the Wizards are up 2-1
against
the Celtics.
What?
Yeah, the Wizards are up. Yep, 2-1. It's not looking good for the Raptors. It's not looking good for the Jazz.
They're gonna be sweeps. Those shit's gonna be very, very.
It's not looking
boring.
good for the Jazz.
The Rockets and the Spurs are up 1-1.
I do
right?
not.
Yeah, they tied it up.
Yeah,
that's the only competitive one. The Texas, the Battle of Texas.
Yeah, that's the only one worth watching, honestly.
Right. But you gotta remember, it's the second round. It's not like the conference finals where shit can start picking up. I got Washington and Cleveland for the East Finals, and I got
I'm
Golden
really
State.
hoping that it's not Golden State and Cavs again. Like I'm so fucking over
The
that
three-peat?
bullshit.
Oh, Boston is up 2 games.
That's
Well,
what
shit. Boston's up
that's
2 games?
what
I thought it was
thought
Washington.
too. That's
Nah,
what
it's Boston 2
I was-
I was
games
saying
to
Isaiah
one.
Thomas just scored like 53 points in the
I
last
stand
game.
corrected, y'all.
That's why I was like, huh? Oh,
Isaiah
but-
Thomas been balling though.
Yeah.
Well,
But
shit,
did you
if
hear
you're
about that
tired
shit?
of- Well, hell, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're tired of like the Golden State Warriors and the Cavs, imagine these with the fucking Celtics and the Lakers. I know everybody was tired from that shit. Lakers Celtics again? Like, ain't nobody gonna do shit. God damn it, Larry! I'm tired of seeing Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
And Bill fucking Russell.
God damn it!
I'm sick and tired of this shit.
But did you guys
about
hear
Bill
about
Walton.
Isaiah Thomas and who's mentoring him?
Who's
Allen
mentoring him?
Iverson.
No. The Black
Damn.
Mamba, duh.
Kobe.
But they were saying,
Kobe.
but they asked, what's his name on First Take? Is it Max?
Max Kellerman.
They asked him if they thought that he was the best person that he should be getting advice from. And he said, no, he should be getting advice from Allen Iverson.
He is getting advice from Allen Iverson. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I just watched a little, because
That nigga Ryder,
nigga-
he lost his tooth.
the nigga Isaiah Thomas, he has like a little vlog thing or whatever, little mini documentary, and he meets up with Allen Iverson and chops it up with him. And Allen Iverson gave him some advice.
Shout out to the short niggas.
So all
man.
that stuff talking about Kobe,
Shout out to Muggsy Bogues.
Yes.
Kobe's already giving advice to Kyrie.
Vertically
So
challenged.
Yeah.
Vertically challenged.
And Earl Boykins. Don't think I forget about you too. A lot of people don't know about Earl Boykins.
Spud Webb,
Spud Webb.
I keep pushing this. side.
Nate Robinson.
Nate the Great.
Nate the Great.
But
Vanessa
shit.
Woolridge hat.
Wow.
Anything
Damn.
else though? Oh.
Leave me alone.
Any shout out, sir?
Oh,
Huh?
gosh.
Oh. Yeah. Shout out to me.
Man, you
You
used to
guys
do
can-
it with so much conviction. What happened, man?
Can
Shout
be
out
anywhere
to
in the world.
me, like
but you're
that.
here
You
with
used to
me.
do it like the cafe, the super cafe Batman.
Well, damn. I mean, I got interrupted twice. So I was like, shit.
you said what?
The thrill is
You
gone.
said, wait, wait. You said what?
I got intercepted.
Shout outs to me.
I know. I wanted to kill him to be like, knock, knock. Who's there? Shout. Shout outs to me.
You're all crazy.
That was a good one, actually, too. I really want to do that one, but too late. Joke's over. Party's gone.
Cancel Christmas.
You-
Hey, no sir.
You're like that corny superintendent trying to
Yes,
shut
sir.
shit down.
I want to know
Yeah.
what your shout out is.
Party's over.
I'm
Party's
always
over.
dying when
Good
I
night,
hear
folks.
that shit.
Pack your bags.
Call your parents.
Good Gretens.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nessa.
You making a joke, nigga.
Shout out to my girl Sheena. Happy birthday. Her birthday was on the 1st, Kellen on the 2nd. You almost there. One more year. Welcome to the Dirty 30 Club. You almost there.
Oh, she's
I'm
annoying.
older than you.
You're older than all of us.
No, I'm not. No.
Wait, are you older than
I'm the oldest nigga in here.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, he
Yes,
is.
that's confirmed.
That's confirmed.
Marco's
He's
the
older
oldest
than me.
nigga in here.
Oh, you're a month older. I thought that. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I was born in '85.
Wait, are
You're
you?
Nintendo, nigga.
How old are you?
I'm 86.
And
Well, I'm
you
older
are.
than you. I'm
so
older than you.
You're 86
Because
too.
you're turning 31 this year.
Yeah.
Were you 86 too?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're both a bunch of young old people in here.
My
All right,
sister's 86.
we get it. We get it.
We some old fuckers.
It's a good year, killing. 86. You
But
should
we like
get to know
wine.
him.
Nah,
The
85.
older we
Year
are, the finer
Nintendo.
we are.
The fucking Bears.
Year of Mike Tyson. 86.
The year of the bear. The Super Bowl shuffle.
Slam dunk contest. 86.
I just want to.
But don't
It's actually
get
84.
86.
84 was better, but I
84,
wasn't in.
85, and 86.
That's true.
I just want to give a shout out to Brandon Roy.
Yes.
Damn, that's some courageous shit. What he did. He was like Kane off of Menace to Society, taking them bullets, saving young kids' lives over
Damn.
some dumb shit niggas always like to do. Like, why niggas want to continue doing dumb shit like this when you got people who would gladly, like the motherfucker at the pool party, would clap us for no fucking reason but being black? Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Over dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, niggas, police would gladly kill you for no fucking reason. And we sitting here just killing each other. But it's not, I'm not calling it black on black crime because it's going to happen. If you're in a neighborhood full of black people and they're poor and disenfranchised and they going to turn against each other, that's what's going to happen. Same thing if you did that with a bunch of Italian people, Irish people, Chinese people, it's going to happen. So, but yet they don't say it's black on black crime. They don't say it's Chinese on Chinese crime or anything like that. So,
Check.
Hey, that's racist.
Excuse me.
Oh.
I'm not. I know I'm not Chinese, but you don't have to.
Y'all
be,
both.
Wait, hold on. Let me shut it down.
Why,
real quick.
why you gotta?
Yeah.
Why you gotta?
Get ready.
Wait,
He's ready.
Why you gotta be like that?
What am I mixed with?
It don't matter.
Yes, it do.
Yes,
You're
it
not
is.
Chinese.
Yes, it do. No.
No, he's not Chinese.
I'm mixed with what you got.
Yeah.
I know.
I
I'm
got
not
Filipino in me
Chinese
too, nigga.
Yeah, but what, like 2%?
No, nigga.
Let's go take our DNA test too.
My great grandfather.
It'll take 2 months.
Filipino.
It'll take 2 months.
My great grandfather's full Filipino, so I mean that's not too far from the
That is
nest.
very
Facts.
far from your nest.
Yeah, from mine, but so the fuck.
Y'all
what?
the same. Stop it.
No, we're not.
Hey, look, wait. She just tried to play me with the same black person shit.
Oh, mud fight.
She's not
he's
like
the
it's
battle.
it's like her not being black enough. Remember all that shit? I'm not Filipino
Oh,
enough.
He's
the
not.
battle,
He's
the battle of the
2%.
mutts.
Look,
the mutts are battling. Oh,
At least I'm
Look.
50-50. He's
Look at
2%.
that. You don't even know if you're 50-50. You actually have to do that shit.
It might be
You actually have to do
60-40.
the ancestry
60-40.
shit. She don't even know that.
But all I know is I'm not
You know that.
98 and 2. I'm not 98 and 2.
I know I'm not 98
Nah,
too.
he has to be about like a quarter.
No, he is a quarter.
He's a quarter.
Who's to say I might have more percentage of that in me than you have it?
Nah.
The battle of the
Hey,
mutts.
I just said.
All you guys are mutts.
We are.
You is too, nigga.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm joking. I am too.
Hey man, I encourage everybody go ahead and take that test and see what
Nigga,
shit
everybody's
come
a-
up. It was so funny because everybody was like,
I challenge
At least
you.
I got two.
This
my-
is a challenge. What was
my-
the challenge last time? What was the challenge that you had last time?
what was the challenge?
You had a challenge last episode.
Yeah. what
Sorry,
episode
we'll
was
get
that?
back to that.
We'll
But
get
sorry.
back to that. We'll figure it out. If you're a listener, if
Battle
you're
of
an
the
avid
Mutts.
listener, you know what it is.
Battle of the Mutts.
What? What?
He
The
said
battle of the mutts.
Mutts.
Oh, the battle of the
Mutts.
mutts. I was like, I just said butts. Like, what the fuck, nigga? I don't smoke cigarettes. What the
He
fuck?
just called us dogs.
Y'all pound
He
puppies.
called himself one too.
Y'all some
But
pound.
yeah,
Y'all some pound puppies.
But yeah, shout outs to Brandon Roy though. That was very courageous. I hope he gets well
You're a
soon.
lazy bulldog.
These niggas in the back are crazy.
Lazy boy. That is so true. though.
Hey, gotta close the show.
Ness is a poodle.
Shut up.
Okay, Beethoven.
Hey, sorry.
And Marco's a Labrador.
This
Nah,
nigga.
nigga,
This
he's a pit bull.
nigga. This nigga Shadow from Howard Bond.
These
Wait,
niggas are really going at it.
so I'm not really into animals and all, but my favorite movie is All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Hell yeah, Charlie, homie.
That's my favorite movie.
I love All Dogs Over Heaven. I got one and two.
Rockadoodle was better, man. Y'all
Oh, fuck Rockadoodle, dude.
Nah, son. All
Nigga,
Dogs Go to Heaven. son.
All dogs go to heaven.
I heard Miguel's gonna be in Rockadoodle. No, like real shit. I heard Miguel.
Oh, this is real.
I heard that.
he did it.
This nigga dying. This nigga crying right now.
Look at him.
He's gonna be a rooster doing guillotine leg drops. Some bitches.
You stupid.
Let my nuts adorn you.
You stupid. You stupid.
Nigga doing the Booker T scissor kick on bitches.
Okay.
What is fucking hair and shit moving like this?
All right, but yeah, we're gonna end it on that high note, man.
That's them PS2 graphics.
We're gonna end it on a high note with you guys. So if you enjoy listening to this podcast as much as we love making it, because we
My
do
ass
what we
hurt. Fuck
love,
the chair.
because we do what we love and love what we do, and if you're not being your motherfucking self, you know what I gotta say.
The jig is up.
And we out.
You know those PS2 hair graphics.
I dib it dabbing.
Especially in the boxing games.
Yo,
That shit is hilarious.
It's a rap, nigga. Yeah.